WESH 2 News starts now with breaking news.
Two major stories are unfolding right now, one of them involving an 8-year-old boy. I'm Jesse Pagan.
And I'm Summer Knowles. That child was hit while riding a dirt bike in Seminole County.
But first, a man shot in his own Marion County yard, seemingly at random. Within the last 90 minutes, Ocala police officers walked 29-year-old Isaac Ezekiel Toy into jail. He's accused of shooting and killing 64-year-old Harold Witt Harper.
WESH News' Haley Crummelholm is live at the police department tonight. And Haley, you spoke with the police chief. What do you have to say?
So he said this all appears to be random. This is all rapidly unfolding. Like you said, in the last hour and a half, we saw Isaac Ezekiel Toy, that suspect, be let out of this door in handcuffs and put into a police cruiser. The chief said that they received multiple calls, 2 calls within minutes of each other to the same neighborhood, both they believe involving Toy. The first was for a suspicious person that the caller believed had a gun. And the second call was for this shooting. And the chief said there was potential for more people to be harmed today. That initial caller, as well as the victim, Harold Witt Harper's wife, who had been in the yard with him just moments before he was shot. Now, the chief said his officers have had very little interaction with Toy in the past. He does not have a criminal history here in Ocala, but does appear to have some in Tampa. The chief stressed tonight that this is the very early stages of this investigation. They're still working to figure out what could be a motive here, and he said his heart goes out to the Harper family tonight. Covering Marion County live in Ocala, Haley Crummelholm, WESH 2 News.
Also breaking tonight, an 8-year-old boy seriously hurt after getting run over in Altamont Springs. This happened on South Ronald Reagan Boulevard as you approach Marker Street just after 6 o'clock this evening. Florida Highway Patrol says that child was riding a dirt bike when he lost control and hit the car next to him. That knocked the boy off his dirt bike. He was then run over by the front and back wheels of the car he had just hit. FHP says the 8-year-old suffered serious injuries and was rushed to the hospital.
Developing tonight, 3 gunshots set off a firestorm across the country that's still rolling tonight.
An ICE agent shot and killed a 37-year-old woman, and we want to warn you, some of this you may find hard to watch. Tonight, we now know her name is Renee Nicole Good from Minneapolis. Protesters say she was trying to drive away from agents as they surrounded her car trying to open her door. Homeland Security says she tried running them over.
This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here.
Crowds of protesters swarmed ICE agents and police, throwing snowballs as they left the scene.
Those crowds eventually gathered around a makeshift memorial, having a vigil tonight for the woman who died. Meantime, more than 2,000 ICE agents are in the Minneapolis area, carrying out what DHS says is the largest immigration operation ever.
Cheryl Hubbard has new information and reaction tonight.
And there have been protests erupting across the country after this. This is a look at demonstrations in Louisiana and New York.
And even here in Central Florida, the group Orlando 5150 rallied outside of Orlando City Hall tonight, protesting the Minneapolis shooting.
WESH News' Tony Atkins is there live right now. Tony, the group organized the protest just hours before it happened.
Yeah, Jesse, tonight they called it an emergency protest. About 4 dozen demonstrators gathered outside City Hall here in response to that ICE-involved shooting that happened more than 1,500 miles north in Minnesota. And organizers say they're going to continue to demonstrate as they continue to push for change following this deadly shooting. I'm covering Orange County, live in downtown Orlando at City Hall. Tony Atkins, WESH 2 News.
All right, Tony, thank you. Now, this shooting, experts say, will have impacts on immigration enforcement nationwide. Those are yet to be seen, of course. We're going to continue following all of this and reaction on air and online at WESH.com.
Meanwhile, weather-wise tonight, we are all calm. You could tell from Tony's live shot there, but we're continuing this trend this week of fog in the morning, a beautiful day, and tomorrow morning we actually have impact weather.
We do. Yeah, we have visibilities right down to half a mile up there in Ocala. We've got dense fog advisory for them and for Flagler County. And as you can see, Summer, we think these visibilities are going to stay on the low side through about 9, maybe even 10 o'clock in the morning, just like what we saw this past morning. You can see a little bit of fog and the lights now beginning to develop in and around the Ocala Square at this hour. Temperature there at 64. New Smyrna Beach coming in at 64. Down towards St. Cloud and Palm Bay right around 67. So that fog is trying to build on in now over Interstate 75. The eastern half is in good shape. So for now, dense fog advisories for 2 of our counties, Marion and Flagler County. This will likely build southward. May have to extend that to Sumter, potentially into Lake County. We'll watch the trends overnight tonight. I think the farther east you go, there may be enough of a wind overnight tonight to preclude any fog from developing. But you can see the impact icons through 10. More of a concern off towards the west. There's Ocala. You can see 59, 58. There's your fog. And then kind of as the wind picks up pre-dawn, hopefully starting to scour out some of that fog. 56 Ocala, 58 out the door at 7 a.m. in the morning. Once the fog burns on off, high pressure builds in, and we are going to heat up. I'll have more on that. Who can set record highs later in the week? Coming up at 10:18. See you then.
Ahead tonight, a major music festival rolling into the City Beautiful.
And Rolling Loud's founders tell us what to expect as they hit Camping World Stadium for the first time.
February 14th.
Let's go!
NASCAR returns for a new season with a brand new name.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
But that pure, raw racing hasn't changed. New season begins February 14th from Daytona.
When laughs are on the line, turn to the Big Bang Theory's Super Science Squad.
That's what I wanted the theme of my 10th birthday party to be.
Meet the all-knowing Sheldon.
And the guy's one lab accident away from being a supervillain.
I know.
Powered by physics.
Don't you dare use science against me.
Join the heroes of hilarity.
Smell that? That's the smell of new comic books. Oh, yeah.
The Big Bang Theory. Weeknights at 6:30 on CW18. Tuesday at 8 on CW18.
Some people call it the Super Bowl of hip hop. The Rolling Loud Festival now coming to Orlando's Camping World Stadium.
Well, shoes, Gail Pascal Brown live outside the arena after talking with the festival's creators. And Gail, this is a big economic move for Orlando, too.
Oh, yes, it is. And, you know, Rolling Loud in its 10 years has been everywhere. Miami, Los Angeles, Australia, Germany, the Netherlands, and even India, just to name a few. And as it relates to the U.S. festivals, I'm told that it creates hundreds of millions of dollars in economic impact. So I know you want to know what the Orlando lineup is, right? Yeah, me too. That's going to have to come out later. Reporting live here in Orange County for Orlando, I'm Gail Pascal Brown. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Gail, we'll see you at Rolling Loud. All right. First morning, Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalvi. Tony, it's a nice night outside. A little cool, too, considering how warm it got today.
Yeah. So we were in the low 80s. Now we're falling back into the 60s. But fog is developing out there. Let's head back outside right now. Take a look at our quad cam there for you. And the only camera that we've picked up on the fog tonight is one we just showed you, which is up in Ocala. But we think that's going to change a little bit later on there. Notice the temperatures, nice and comfortable. Enhanced satellite not showing a whole lot tonight. That's good news. But visibility is now down to a quarter or less visibility from Ocala back towards Denell and Wildwood's at 5. The rest of us are in good shape. We think that later on tonight, fog will envelop Sumter, Lake, and on into Flagler counties there. I think the metro areas we're probably going to be okay. There's Daytona Beach. I think you're probably going to be okay. Some patchy fog there for you. Notice dropping into the upper 50s, then shooting up to about 71 by the 11 o'clock hour. Palm Bay also, I think you're going to be okay. Relatively fog-free. Temperatures by you dropping to about 58, and then shooting up quickly thereafter. So middle 50s north and west, upper 50s south and east with that big dome of high pressure overhead. That's a perfect recipe for fog to develop tonight. And as we get you on into Friday and Saturday, the high scoots to the east, a little bit more of a breeze at night. So we think that fog concerns over the weekend will dissipate with the front and with a little bit of wind there. But it is going to be quite warm out ahead of that front the next couple of days. So the 5K in the morning looks good. We'll watch the fog for tomorrow morning. Notice the afternoon temperatures once the fog burns off. Upper 70s and lower 80s through Webster on into Bushnell, Bithlow 81. A little bit cooler in that nook there from Palm Coast down towards New Smyrna Beach, Edgewater, and Oak Hill. All of the attractions tomorrow are going to be in great shape, 63, 77, and 79. As we head into Disney Marathon weekend for Friday, the 10K looking good, 63, 62, a little bit of patchy fog, maybe a little bit more wind helping to alleviate some of that fog. As we get you through Friday and Saturday, look at the jump in the temperatures, 83, getting a little bit closer to near record territory there. In fact, the record in Orlando is 86. We think we'll tie the record in Leesburg on Saturday, coming in at about 83 degrees. From there, the front is on the move. It's a warm Saturday. Maybe you're making it a pool or a beach day. Here comes the front now. As we work our way on it to Sunday, it's a little bit slow with creeping on in, so I think the clouds and the rain will stick around a little bit longer on Sunday. Payoff, though, drier, sunny, and cooler, if you like that type of weather, on Monday, coming in at about 67. Look at Monday morning's temperature, 39 in Ocala, 44 to land, upper 40s in town, low 50s off towards the south and the east. And as we head into Disney Marathon weekend, the half marathon, 63, 62, 62, no fog, too much wind. So let's put it all together here for you now. Central Florida's most accurate 7-day coastal forecast. A warm Friday and Saturday, much cooler though to start next week with another shot of rain by the middle of next week.
The Big Bang Theory, weeknights at 6:30 on CW18. The ultimate neighborhood block parties on CW18. And this block, it's out of control. Everyone's invited.
All right. I brought you some snacks. Yummy, yummy.
From front porch punchlines to backyard belly laughs.
We are gonna have fun.
Hot diggity dog.
This block party kicks off at 5.
Someone say party.
CW18's Happy Hours. Weeknights starting at 5. All the laughs, all on one block.
It'll be the best day ever.
Life in Central Florida moves fast, and now you can stay connected with WESH 2 News without slowing down.
And now back to that breaking news happening. That breaking news. Turning now to some breaking news.
Get your local live late breaking news live or on demand in the Very Local app powered by WESH 2. Very Local is a free streaming service featuring a library of WESH 2 originals and WESH 2 News live and on demand 24/7. Download the free Very Local app on your favorite platform today for WESH 2 News anytime, anywhere.
Tonight, starting at 11, it's a comedy overload.
I think you may have something here.
You'll be laughing till morning.
Yes, yes, yes.
In CW18's Late Night Comedy Club.
New tonight, a Christmas delivery for an Illinois woman.
Yes, but get this. She went into labor not knowing for the last 9 months that she was carrying a baby. Yeah, so here's the deal. Melanie Smith went to the emergency room for stomach pain on Christmas morning, and she left with this bundle of joy here. The 28-year-old carried the baby to full term, not knowing she was pregnant. Doctors told her she had what's known as a cryptic pregnancy. Smith says her cycle is irregular, so when she missed her period, she didn't think much of it.
I didn't feel like any movements or anything. Like I didn't know he was there at all until he showed up.
Baby Vincent there was 8 pounds and a full 40 weeks. 1 in 475 pregnancies may go undetected or unnoticed until about 20 weeks or until actual labor.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, indeed. All right, a small town in financial distress has found a rather unique way to fix their problem.
They're doing it with a cheeky, nearly nude fundraising calendar. This is in Lake County, Oregon. The town had to cut funding for snow removal. So to raise the money another way, locals came up with an idea to sell a calendar featuring prominent townspeople in, let's say, various states of undress. Calendar features a lot of saucy shots and has since gone viral. So far, they've raised $40,000.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing to say anything else about that.
All right, school zone cams creating some confusion until a WESH 2 story forced change.
Why camera placement created controversy in Osceola County and how WESH investigates helped fix the problem. And disturbing video shows the moments an Uber driver was attacked. Hear what led up to this violent encounter. Next.
The ultimate neighborhood block parties on CW18. And this block, it's out of control. Everyone's invited.
All right.
I brought you some snacks. Yummy, yummy.
The characters, crazy.
Hello, Leonard.
What are you doing?
We're playing doctor. Star Trek style.
I'm in hell, Leonard. Don't stop.
The jokes sizzling.
My roommate violated my Tandy.
Who's Tandy? Oh, that's sick.
That's what I said.
From front porch punchlines.
What's this?
It's an invitation to our housewarming party.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can see it says it right here. It's gonna be awesome.
To backyard belly laughs.
We are gonna have fun.
Hot diggity dog.
This block party kicks off at 5.
Someone say party.
CW18's Happy Hours. Weeknights starting at 5. All the laughs, all on one block.
It'll be the best day ever.
Ready to knock out the lights. I'm a champion, about to clash like a titan. Out of my mind, that spares when I'm fighting. Sing like a bee, strike like a...
The moment is right here. It's right now on the CW.
Tuesday at 8 on CW18.
Local, live, late breaking. WESH 2 News on CW18 starts now.
Protests are happening across the nation tonight and in Central Florida after an ICE officer shot and killed a 37-year-old woman.
It happened in Minneapolis, the latest American city targeted by the Trump administration's sweeping immigration crackdown.
Our Washington correspondent Jackie DeFusco breaks down what we know. In South Florida, a new video from Miramar shows a triple shooting that left one person dead. Police say it happened last night at a gas station. You can see 3 people shaking hands before at least 2 of them start shooting. A 19-year-old died and another person involved was hurt. A third person involved is on the run. A third person shot was a bystander who's expected to survive. Police don't know what the motive was behind the shooting.
Dashcam video shows the moment a 61-year-old Uber driver was attacked in South Florida. Take a look. This happened on I-95 on Friday during a ride to Miami International Airport. And you can see the passenger in the back seat throwing punches at the driver while the car is still moving, mind you. The driver eventually pulled over and got out of the vehicle. Then the passenger jumped into the front seat and drove away, stealing the car. Authorities later arrested the passenger. Uber says they've removed his access to the app. New tonight, a family in Polk County woke up not to their alarm, but their microwave running in the kitchen.
And deputies say when the family went to check it out, they found John Crookham cooking himself a meal and eating a can of Vienna sausages. They say the family told Crookham to leave. He did, but left behind his wallet, and deputies tracked him down.
Did you break into the house? And he goes, well, yeah. Why did you do that? He says, I was hungry. Like he looked at us like we were from Mars. Well, we put him in jail, and now he's getting 3 meals a day.
Crookham is now facing burglary charges. The FAA is trying to figure out what caused the tires of a plane to explode as it landed. The LATAM Airlines flight from Lima, Peru landed safely at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, albeit with mangled tires, as you see there. It was a scary moment for passengers.
We were landing fine, and then it's like it sounded like or felt like the wheels had popped, and then it was like a shaky thing. The door of the bathroom fell off. Is this plane even going to be able to stop? Because you could hear we were going fast and you couldn't, the plane wasn't stopping. So eventually stopped. It was like until it finally stopped.
No reports of any injuries.
Developing tonight, more than 3,000 Orange County public school students could be shuffled into new schools next year. That's
if the district moves forward with a consolidation plan. These are the 7 elementary and middle schools at risk of closing because of low enrollment.
WESH investigative reporter Justin Schecker got a hold of a new memo outlining what might happen to those vacated buildings. The memo says 2 alternative schools, Acceleration East and Positive Pathways, might move into Chickasaw and Orla Vista Elementary in the 2027-28 school year. It also says the Eccleston Elementary campus could house a pediatric health facility.
A section of the historic Flagler Beach Pier is now gone. Work started near the pier's A-frame and will continue towards the ocean. The project to rebuild the pier has been delayed several times, most recently over the summer because turtle nests were in the way. Meantime, in New Smyrna Beach, crews are pumping sand onto shore to rebuild dunes.
WESH 2's Volusia County reporter Pamela Combe explains why officials say it will help despite concerns about how long it will last. And construction on the dunes is expected to be completed by the spring. As she mentioned, beach access will not be closed all at once. Instead, closures will move with construction as crews they make their way south. Right now, work is active near Sapphire Road.
Ahead tonight, citations fueling controversy.
It's all centered around cameras posted in school zones. And even though new revised guidelines were released, some people say drivers are still at risk. WESH 2 investigates next at 10. Tony?
And the other big story is we have near record heat and record heat on the way for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But a front does arrive over the weekend, brings some pleasant changes our way. A little cool for some. I'll show you just how chilly it's going to be Monday morning out the door as you get ready for next week's work week.
This week, Boston College clashes with Ryan Conwell and number 20 Louisville. Then Stanford faces off with number 23 Virginia. Oh my! CW Courtside Saturday.
Saturday at noon on CW18. You're watching Central Florida's CW18.
Yes!
CW18's Happy Hours. Weeknights starting at 5.
Cameras to catch speeders in school zones created confusion here in Central Florida, and it was all about the placement.
It got to the point where 35 citations in December were dismissed in Osceola County, and the sheriff's office stopped using the cameras.
Today, FDOT is clearing the air about where they can go, only after WESH 2 Investigates got involved. Lindsay Sablon shows us the problem and asks, will enforcement start back up?
Now, we reached out to vendor Vero Mobility, but haven't heard back. Palm Bay scrapped its cameras in school zones after issues, but they were not under the same company.
Every student at Jones High, every student, a full tuition scholarship, yes. You got a scholarship. You got a scholarship. You got a scholarship.
Channeling her inner Oprah there. A surprise this morning for students at Jones High School in Orlando. Hundreds of them received scholarships to attend Valencia College. The scholarships were provided by 2 couples.
It means a lot for all of us, especially for the less fortunate kids who's not able to get into most colleges.
And the students there say they are grateful for these scholarships and are hoping to make their families proud. Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. That's very cool.
Congratulations.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi here. Tony, that fog coming in.
It is. Let's head right back up to the square here one more time. The neat thing about fog is it comes and goes like a liquid. So it just kind of oozes in and out. And it's oozing back in right now.
Yeah, you can see
you can see it. It's getting a little thicker up there. So up along 75, do watch your travels there tonight in and around Central Florida, especially through Sumter, Marion, and Lake counties. This is where I think the fog is going to be the thickest come daybreak tomorrow morning. Satellite radar with high pressure nearby, clear skies, and that trapped moisture that helps to generate the fog. We had Wildwood now down to 5 miles visibility. Wouldn't be surprised if Sumter County is added to this dense fog advisory here over the next couple of hours, and we'll watch Lake County. Miles are doing a pretty good job with bringing this in and kind of hugging it right along the Sumter Lake County line. Will it make it a little bit further east to Lake Apopka? That's one of the things that we're going to be watching. I think you go south and east of the I-4 corridor, you may have some patchy fog, but the thickest of the fog with the concern for the motorist is going to be the Turnpike and 75 for sure. Daytona Beach, I think you're going to be okay. Some patchy ground fog for you. More of the same there. Palm Bay, I think with just a little bit more wind overnight tonight, you'll hold in the mid to the upper 50s. Daybreak temperatures now 55 to about 60 here across Central Florida. One of the things we've been showing you all week is this upper air pattern. Look at all the cold air up to the north. Now, this system will begin to break down this ridge of high pressure by Sunday and get our temperatures a little bit closer to normal as we get you on into Monday. So the Disney Marathon 5K, once again, we'll watch the fog, but weather-wise, we're going to be in really good shape. Temperatures tomorrow up and down the I-4 corridor, the 429, 417, a portion of the beach line, and the 408 going to be right around 80, 81 degrees. North and east of town from Palm Coast to Marineland and New Smyrna Beach about 72 to about 77. And then as we take a look at that launch forecast now, we've got a batch of those Starlink satellites going up on that Falcon 9 rocket right around 129. Weather-wise, I think we're going to be in really good shape. 95% go there. Disney Marathon weekend, the 10K, feeling great. A little bit of patchy fog out there, but comfortable as we get towards sun up at about 62 degrees. And the warm weather this week for Ocala. Look at Friday and Saturday. Calendar may say January, but it's going to feel more like March, 82, 83 degrees. Now, this front is going to be on the move here. Saturday, we're still dry. Sunday, here comes the front. Here comes a little bit of light rain and some clouds. They may stick around for a while, but the bottom line is from Saturday through Monday, there's going to be a big drop off in the temperatures from the 80s into the 60s. And in fact, when you look at the temperatures now come Monday morning, up towards Ocala, 39. DeLand coming in at about 44. Palm Coast, Daytona Beach, down towards Oak Hill, on into New Smyrna Beach, Mims and Scottsmore, upper 40s to around the 50-degree mark. So let's take a look now at the marathon forecast come Sunday morning. Race kicks in early now at about 4:30, 63, 5 o'clock, 62, and then at sunup right around 62 degrees. So let's go ahead and put this all together here for you one more time. Warm weather fans, you are loving Thursday. You are loving Friday. You are absolutely loving the front end of the weekend, 83 degrees. Could be an isolated coastal shower there late in the day. Front does arrive early Sunday. There will be clouds and some showers around. Temperatures will back off from the 80s into the mid-70s here. Lower 70s up north. And then the coolest day right now appears to be on Monday at about 67. Tuesday looks great. And then another storm system may begin to take shape across the Gulf and head our way. That one could be a bit more interesting down the road. We'll keep you posted on that. We could and do need that rain, guys.
All right, Tony, the Bucks making their decision on Todd Bowles' future.
Yeah, and they did take into consideration those last 9 games.
Yeah, Tony was talking about cold. That was the Bucks. That's 7-9 in the last end of the.
Yeah.
But the Bucks did make their decision on Todd Bowles. Details next. Plus, it must be magic. Crazy finish in Brooklyn. How the Magic pulled one out after blowing an 18-point lead. Sports is next.
CW18's Late Night Comedy Club should be called the All Night Comedy Club.
Yes!
So many comedies, we're busting at the seams.
I am busting. Jerry, I'm busting.
2.5 Men brings the bad behavior.
Click.
Young Sheldon brings the brainy burns.
Bazinga!
And Seinfeld brings the nothing.
What's the show about?
Nothing.
Plus, full hours of more great shows.
Yes! Oh, this is gonna be good.
It's a comedy overload in CW18's Late Night Comedy Club. Tonight, starting at 11. When laughs are on the line, turn to the Big Bang Theory's Super Science Squad.
That's what I wanted the theme of my 10th birthday party to be.
Meet the all-knowing Sheldon.
Penny, 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 penny.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm the Flash. I just knocked 30,000 times.
Meet the logical legend.
You make a cute Green Arrow.
Green Lantern.
Like there's a difference.
There's a big difference. Arrow. Lantern.
Meet the marvelous mechanic.
I'm Batman.
I hardly think so. The real Cape Crusader calls his crime-fighting cohorts when he's running late.
Join the heroes of hilarity.
Smell that? That's the smell of new comic books. Oh, yes.
The Big Bang Theory. Weeknights at 6:30 on CW18.
What do you want me to do?
Smile. We're here to see Kuzma Polly, not kill Batman.
Every game counts. Every moment matters.
Start your engine!
CW. Absolute game changer here. Oh, my.
storylines. And the next chapter written now.
Good time.
Now, WESH 2 Sports on CW18. Sponsored by attorney Dan Newland.
Bouncing back in Brooklyn. Hello, everybody. I'm Darren Stoltzfus. One night after a lackluster loss in D.C., the Magic were back in action on the road again, this time against the Nets. Now, the fire was there. Orlando jumped out to a big-time lead, but a late charge from Brooklyn set up what turned out to be a phenomenal finish. They make it sound so simple. The motivation's going to be there. Tomorrow's going to be very interesting out in Arizona.
Can't wait to see it. All right, Darren, thank you.
Final four, basically, there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Let's take a look now at that bus stop forecast here. 59 with some fog. I think the thickest fog and the impact weather is going to be north and west of Orlando. Of course, Eric will give you an update on that out the door in the morning. Once that fog does begin to burn off, look at that afternoon high temperature up around the 80-degree mark. And if you like the warm weather, you're going to love Friday and Saturday. Near record heat and record heat. And then by Sunday and Monday, our next cold front comes in. Not a whole lot of rain, unfortunately, but if you like the cooler weather, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
All right. Remember, you can wake up with WESH. The sunrise cruise starts at 4:30 a.m. with overnight news, first warning weather, and traffic, and we're staying on top of everything tonight.
Don't forget to flip over to WESH 2 for local live late breaking news at 11 o'clock. But we are always online at WESH.com and by using our free WESH News mobile app.